Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video. I'm gonna cut right to the chase. Water jugs. We're gonna catch some boo lights right here in front of me. I have a 22 caliber pellet, and then I have a 22 caliber 22 LR. This we're going to sling out of an air-powered bing bang. This one is a, you might call rimfire bing bang, but that's what we're gonna do. Air power versus rimfire power, both of them in a 22 caliber, both of them hollow points. We're going to catch them in some water and see what happens. Do they expand? How many jugs to catch them? You guys know the drill. If you've seen the show, we've done this with a bunch of other stuff, even some super power stuff. Make sure you're subscribed and go check out all the videos. But let me show you over here on the bench what we're going to use to sling these. And then I'm going to chronograph them because the speed is going to make a difference. Good to have that speed data, excuse me. And then we're going to catch them. Should be pretty cool. I'm excited. Let me bring you over here and show you what I'm going to sling these out of. All right, so coming over to the bench here, let's show you what we're working with. So for the air-powered pellets, I'm going to use these H&N Crow Magnums. You can see 22 cal, has a good hollow point just like the picture says. Show you one of these up close. The air cup on the back, and then that big hollow point on the front. And then for the 22 LR, we're going to be using some of this 36 grain hollow point. Show you the end of that there. And we got to sling them out of something. For the 22 LR hollow point, we're going to use this Bergara BMR. And then for the 22 caliber pellet Crow Magnum, I'm going to use this Avenger. If you've never checked out Pyramid, you can check out pyramidair.com. That's where I get all of my air powered stuff, including this awesome Avenger. But y'all go check out Pyramid Air. But we are here to see what happens between these two, how much of a difference in the speed and the power, and how many water jugs it takes to stop it. Let's go check it out. Let me line up the jugs. We'll do the 22 LR hollow point first, and then we'll do the pellet. But first, let me grab the chronograph and we'll get the speeds of these real quick. All right, and anybody paying close enough attention, I just gassed up the Avenger. This, like it says right there, can hold up to 4,350 PSI. That is correct. You can't get that high off your regular household compressor. So I just gassed up my Avenger with this baby up to right at 4,000 PSI there on the gauge. So let's get the speeds real quick off of both of these. First, with the 22 LR, what's our actual speed here on this? 1,289 feet per second. Zoom you in there for anybody who don't believe me. 1,289 feet per second. All right, now let's go to the 22 cal here. 22 cal air power, that is, and see what kind of speeds we get out of this. 864, so 400-ish feet per second slower on the Avenger air-powered pellet slinger. There you go, 864. Now, let's see how many milk jugs it takes to catch them. I'm gonna start with 22 first. 22 rimfire, that is. All right, now, I've got 5 water jugs lined up here. I'm gonna stand about, oh, my water jugs are a little crooked here. Let me straighten them up. I'm gonna stand about 10 paces back or so. Hopefully back far enough to not get a shower. I took a shower this morning. Don't need another one. And hopefully where you guys can still see me, but here goes the rimfire here. This is more like 5 or 6 paces, but we'll do the same distance with the air pellet. All right, here we go. Try to get as center as I can here. Yep. Helps if you load it, don't it? There we go. Woo! Well, we definitely popped that first one. Set that down. Hopefully we caught that. It looks like the second jug is leaking water too, but that is not what I expected. You guys that watch the show know we did a 22 rimfire pistola video the other day, and we caught it in 3 milk jugs. Well, the wind just blew the first one down, so hopefully that pellet wasn't in there, but real clean hit in the center there of the first jug, and I don't think it could be any more dead center. You can see that water coming out of that second one, but looks like there's a pretty significant dent in the third one, but here's the third one. I don't think there's a hole in there, do you? I think it's just a big dent, which hopefully means we caught it in this one. And I hear something rolling around in there, so let me try to pour this out real careful like and see what this 22 rimfire. I keep wanting to say 22 like that makes a difference, but they're both 22, so here we go. And there's also some more little shards in there, so it's fast enough to where that 22 rimfire actually split it up into some different pieces. Let me give you a little better look here. So if you look, these are all the lead pieces that split off, and then this is the actual mushroomed. That's pretty cool how that mushroomed. Looking at that, I wouldn't have guessed that other pieces split off of it, but I'm going to set this stuff to the side, then we'll compare that 22 caliber air pellet. But this was caught in the second milk jug, and it hit the third one hard enough to make a pretty significant dent in the side. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the back, because somebody's gonna say, oh, that jug right there, the what is it? What's the little tiny things? At the atom level, the plastic was transformed into being more brittle or something like that. We get those crazy commenters. So I'm gonna put that one at the back and get some more right here up at the front. Be back with that Avenger air-powered 22. All right, now about the same distance, but this time we're using that air-powered 22 caliber Avenger. Got 5 lined up here. Remember this one was 860 some feet per second, where that rimfire was what, 1200 some feet per second. So man, the bugs are hatching out today. I tell you what, we got gnats and ladybugs everywhere, but we'll see what happens with this. Remember that rimfire was caught in the second one. I'm gonna make a guess that this one goes into 3, but we'll see what happens. Whew. Felt like I hit a little bit to the right edge of that, but we'll see what happened. I squeezed and when I was aiming slightly right, but all that happened so far is the first jug is laying here on the ground, and how about that? We caught it in the first jug. Check this out, guys. Let me bring you up close. Did not expect that. My guess was that it would go further. So 1 milk jug or water jug is all it took to catch that 800 feet per second. So I guess that's the difference between 1200 feet per second rimfire and 800 feet per second air powered. But dead center on the entrance. A little bit of a dimple there maybe on the exit, but I can see it down in there, and it looks like it did expand. That's really what I was curious about, is how much expansion will we get out of this air powered. Oh wow, that's really cool. So that is almost completely flattened out. So what makes it different too is the type of metal and softness or hardness of these pellets. But let me line this up against that rimfire one, and we'll take a look at it over here on the bench. All right, so let me try to zoom you in here where we don't have a shadow. So this one on the left, that is from that air-powered 22 cal Avenger. You can see how flat that nose came out. And again, that's one of those Cro-Magnums. Go ahead and show you the back there, the air pocket. Then the one on the right, That's that 22 rimfire. You can see how it also mushroomed out and had some shrapnel off to the side. This one, the air-powered 22 caliber, was caught in the first jug. This one was caught in the second jug and put a significant dimple into the third jug. 1 or 2 feet per second more, that would have been in the third jug. So what could be the application there? Maybe you're doing some varmint stuff. Maybe you're worried about over penetration or under penetration. But now we know. 400 feet per second difference. And this was caught shortly in the first jug. So the force, if you will, stopped very quickly. Whereas this one continued on. Again, some of that's the speed. Some of that's probably the lead used, being a different varied hardness or softness in between these two rounds. But pretty cool catching the one jug air-powered 22 Cro-Magnum, and then that was a 36 grain 22 caliber rimfire. Caught it in almost 3 jugs in that water. Pretty cool. But there you have it, guys. Chronograph speeds and how many milk jugs to catch that 22 LR rimfire and that 22 caliber air pellet Cro-Magnum. Did not have the results that I expected to see, but very cool results nonetheless. Pretty impressive how that 22 Cro-Magnum just immediate power dump, and with 800 feet per second, 1000% mushroomed out. Pretty cool. But whether you're out at the range plinking some like we are here today, or if you're out in the woods catching squirrels or other varmints, I'd say you'd be pretty awesome with either one of these. But pretty cool catching them. 2, almost 3 jugs, and then 1 with an immediate stop right there. Pretty cool, even the sound from that. But hey, let me know in the comments down below, which one are you picking? You gonna pick a rimfire like this, or are you gonna pick an air-powered boot slinger like this Avenger? If you haven't seen our videos on the Avengers, definitely check them out. These are tunable, they're adjustable. I've got a really nice scope on this one. Got another one that's in 25 caliber, but these Avengers are sweet, and you can be very accurate with them. Again, we get all our air gun stuff from Pyramid. Y'all go check out pyramidair.com. They're the biggest online retailer, which means they have everything you're ever going to want that's air powered. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Comment down below, what do you want to see us do next time? Make sure you're subscribed. We'll see you guys on the next one. WHOTEEWHO!